Go time? Go time.
Peter would be proud, Miles, in more ways than one. But regardless, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to a very exciting Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales related video, once again reporting on the major amount of success that the game has recently garnered amongst general consumers. And while we have known previously that Miles Morales as a game in general has done extremely well in terms of fan reception and done relatively well in terms of sales, mainly regarding the latest update that we did have for Miles Morales' sales is that it did manage to completely outsell the latest Call of Duty installment with Vanguard. And in case you somehow missed that news, I will be sure to leave a link to that video, which I did do on the matter, in the description below. But based on the most recent financial statistics that we do have currently revolving around the game, this in turn takes the entire success of Miles Morales and for Insomniac Games as a developer overall to a whole nother level. And to clarify exactly what I'm talking about, it has been officially confirmed by PlayStation themselves that Spider-Man Miles Morales becomes Sony's third biggest selling title after God of War. And to put things into a better perspective, I am going to read off of this DualShockers article, which fully breaks down everything that you need to know about this news. Where they go on to iterate is that Sony's standalone title in the Spider-Man franchise with Miles Morales seems to have done quite well, despite offering a pretty short experience. The Spider-Man franchise has been one of the most critically acclaimed console exclusives of all time. Before the launch of the first Spider-Man game, the Arkham games were considered the best games in the superhero game genre. Spider-Man PS4 dismantled the Arkham games from the pedestal, and it has made some significant advancements in the genre. According to a new report by the ND Group, Spider-Man Miles Morales is now the third biggest title published by Sony in the United States. The first title still remains to be Spider-Man Miles Morales' elder brother, Marvel's Spider-Man on PlayStation 4, which, again, in case you don't know, is in fact the highest selling superhero game of all time, currently standing with over 20 million units sold for the first iteration of the game all the way back in 2018, and not the current PlayStation 5 remaster that you do get bundled with Miles Morales for the PS5 console. But alongside of that, we also have the 2018 Game of the Year winner with God of War sitting softly in second place. It is further noted that Miles Morales' excellent performance could be attributed to its attach rate to the brand new PlayStation 5 console. Although, while the number is quite impressive, it doesn't seem that surprising. When the PlayStation 5 was launched, Spider-Man Miles Morales was the most popular launch exclusive. There was Demon's Souls and Bugsnax as well, but as you would expect, both of these games have a far lesser audience as compared to the Spider-Man franchise. What is interesting is the fact that Miles' game still manages to do so well, even more than a year after the PlayStation 5's launch. In fact, it is the 6th best-selling game in January as well, again according to the MPD Group. With Marvel's Spider-Man 2 set to come out next year, fans definitely have some exciting stuff to look forward to. And I for one couldn't agree more. Even though Miles Morales was in fact a cross-generation game which did fully release on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, and of course on the PlayStation 5, it has been shown in several financial reports that the game has indeed sold better on the PlayStation 5. This was definitely thanks to Sony's direct marketing when they were promoting the PS5 before it did launch, of course also trying to market Miles Morales as one of the go-to next-gen experiences that you need to play on your brand new next-gen console. And coming from me personally, as someone who has played both the PS4 Pro version of Miles Morales as well as the PS5 iteration, the difference in terms of visual quality and immersion when playing with the DualSense controller is definitely night and day. But mainly, I simply think it's a great way to extend the Marvel Spider-Man universe while giving us a direct spin-off game that is smaller and shorter in scale in comparison to the first experience, that completely pays attention to everything that makes Miles Morales so special. I also find it genuinely breathtaking that a character like Miles Morales, who at the time back in 2020 wasn't even an entire decade old yet, was in fact the forefront of the PlayStation 5, leading the lineup for the brand new launch of next-gen consoles, paving the way for what gamers can expect in the years to come, especially in terms of superhero games coming from Insomniac. And now knowing how excited we all are after playing Spider-Man PS4 as well as Spider-Man Remastered on the PlayStation 5 and most recently with Miles Morales, the wait for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 might be a bit of a long one, but we're definitely not going to be bored considering that we have both of these amazing experiences to play in the meantime. It's actually kind of crazy for me personally in perspective as someone whose overall origin of my own YouTube channel does come directly from the reveal of Spider-Man PS4 all the way back in 2016. And seeing how far Insomniac's Spider-Man franchise has come ever since then up to now has just been an absolutely amazing journey. A journey that is most definitely going to get even more interesting by the time we see even more footage of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 in action, hopefully sometime later this year. But no matter what, the massive legacies of both Peter Parker, but mainly in this case for Miles Morales, is surely going to be living on within the realm of video games for years to come. And with all that said, everybody, that's the video that I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. What do you think of this totally mind-boggling news pertaining to the major sales records that Miles Morales has managed to achieve? And considering how well both Spider-Man PS4 and Miles have managed to sell even now within the year of 2022, how well do you think Marvel's Spider-Man 2 will sell by the time it releases exclusively on the PlayStation 5 in 2023? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy and for more Spider-Man videos like this in the future. And without further ado, peace out.